My ride is here.
Hey there everybody, it's Leezy coming at you once again from the interwebs. Only this time I'm coming at you from my car. I told my parents I'd be at class, but I'm not at class. I am at the library, which is like 6 miles away from class. And since I don't have anything to do for the next couple hours, I thought I would make a little discussion video. It's nothing too crazy, but I think some people might not like it. I wanted to talk a little bit about online criticism. And specifically, I want to talk about how the internet treats online criticism. Because here's the thing. Everybody is allowed an opinion. This is like a universal thing. You're allowed to say that I like blue or I like green or I like red, whatever. However, when you post things on the internet, everyone's allowed to disagree with you. There's a big bug that just landed on my windshield. Wait, let's see if I can.
Look at that little guy.
It's weird because you know that you have an opinion. Step one, you have an opinion, and you're like, I'm gonna post it online. And then you post it, and then sometimes you'll receive criticism, and you're like, wait a minute, I'm allowed my opinion. And it's like, yeah, but someone else is allowed their opinion too, and they're allowed to disagree with you. A lot of people just don't realize, and it happens on both sides of any situation. You know, someone might be like, oh, well, I really like Trump, and then someone will comment like, well, I really hate Trump, and they'll be like, well, this is my spate, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, they're allowed to disagree with you. And it's, you know, it's just the same thing for either side. Everyone's allowed their opinion, and everyone's allowed to disagree. And the weird thing about the internet is that, like, if someone were having a discussion, you just walk past two people, maybe, like, as on your way to the store, and you walk past these two people, and they're talking about something like, oh, well, I thought that Fabled 3 was a great game. Oh, yeah, I really liked it. And you hear it, and you're like, oh, I hated Fabled 3. You can't just walk up to them and tell them that, unless maybe you knew them, but even then, that's a pretty rude. But with the internet, you can do that. In fact, it's encouraged. I'm being really loud. But it's a weird thing. And like, this goes for a lot of things. But the problem here is that the internet takes it a step too far, because then it starts going into things like, oh, well, I think that, you know, black people, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's not an opinion. You can't. Racism isn't an opinion. Thinking that like whites are superior is not an opinion. You know, like thinking that gays are going to hell is not an opinion. Thinking like men are superior, these aren't opinions. But the internet treats them as opinions. They're like, well, everybody has a right to their own opinion. And it's like, that's not an opinion. And I know there's a million people on the internet that are going to just use the internet because they're racist and they can get away with it. But then there's also some people that are just kind of like, oh, well, I'm gonna say this thing. Hey, you can't tell me I'm wrong. I can say what I want. It's my opinion. It's like, honey, no, it's not. And even if it were an opinion, I'd still be able to tell you that you're a dumb bitch anyway. Sorry. I don't know. I want to hear someone else's take on this. You know, maybe comment in the comments section what you think about, you know, just opinions in general. Like, what do you decide is the difference between an opinion and just something that's fucked up? Obviously, racism is a huge line that's been crossed, but like, just tell me, you know, like, maybe tell me some of your stories or opinions of things that have happened that went wrong. I don't know. But, you know, if you want to join the discussion, join the discussion. You want to like the video, comment, subscribe. I would love it if you subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 followers, and I really hope one day I'm going to look back on this video and be like, huh, I can't believe I was trying to get 100 followers. I've already gotten so many more. Wow. It's probably not gonna happen, but whatever. I'll see you next time. I need to get an outro. Comment below what my outro should be. My intro's pretty okay. I think I'm good on it, but my outro needs some work. So later.
You can't really hear from here, but it's playing Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. It really is my ride.